Hello there, and welcome to Daniel's Infinite Playlist, and this is the classic album review section, where we basically take a look back on albums that have been released in the past, and today we're going to take a look back on one of my absolute favorite pop albums ever, and that is of course Little Jinder's album Allting suger, which was released in 2016. And for those of you who don't know who Little Jinder is, well, she's a Swedish pop artist, mainly known for her excellent production technique and voice, and also her very, recognizable lyrics that you just feel like she just has like an excellent way with words, especially, like with the Swedish language, and she's basically been made herself an icon amongst younger people, but also like a lot of people know who she is, because she's just a really cool artist and one of my absolute favorite artists of all time. Anyways, how is it to listen to this album? Well, it's a bit like this. Alright, I'm going to show you the vinyl unboxing. Allting suger was an album only released digitally and in vinyl. And in vinyl it was released with in an exclusive amount of copies. I think there should be some copies left if you want to cop one for yourself. Anyways, here's the album cover, which is amazing. Like, seriously. The first thing that actually sold me into listening to this album was actually the album cover, and this is also like the first time I listened to a Little Jinder album. So yeah, here's the behind. It's just really cool, and then there's the jacket. Here it is, with the lyrics detailed, and also the credits. And you see here, it's just so cool. And also, like, there's a message here that says, fuck you alla kvinnohatare, which means, well, fuck you all women haters. And also, the vinyl itself is clear blue, and it's just so beautiful. I have never owned a vinyl that has, like a different color. So yeah, here it is. It's so beautiful, I love it. Right, now back to the actual review. How is this album musically? Well, musically this album is very much a pop album, but where it actually goes against the pop, the sort of pop genre, is that it includes a lot of more techno-infused genres with, for example, breakbeats in Vingla Runt, or, like straight up trance in 2002, which is just an amazing song. And that's what I like a lot, is that it doesn't really lose its pop, its pop heart, but with including all of these electronic, elements. And that's what also is a difference between her first Swedish speaking album, which was only called Little Jinder, which she made a more unified sound, and she described it itself like she wanted to do, what was it, like pink techno for a grey world, and that's pink pop techno for a grey world. And I wholeheartedly agree with it, because it's just such a great album through and through, and it doesn't shy away from using the more techno electronic production, and I think that's also has been to her favor as well, because a lot of people like it, and I think it's just so boring when artists just don't use that type of edge in their music. So yeah, how is this album lyrically? Well, lyrically, this is very much a bona fide Little Jinder album, because it uses, the lyrics are always in Swedish, and they're just so recognizable. They can be about love, about wanting to travel away, for example, in the song Hångelåten, which features a famous Swedish artist, Mauro Scocco, and it's just such a recognizable song. I mean, we've all been there before, and also for me, like, I've had just experienced my first, you know, heartbreak, and this album was actually kind of like a huge help for me to just process all of that and, you know, just move on, because Little Jinder knows exactly how to pen, you know, like emotions, especially romance and feeling heartbroken, with such a precision. Like, so it sounds, you could almost believe that it sounds a bit too naked, but at the same time it's perfect. Like, it's awesome, and I love that she uses also a bit of text speech as well, some SMS slang, which actually fits the album's theme so properly. It's a perfect pop album through and through, both musically and lyrically. So yeah, you might as well guessed what I'm going to give this album. But yeah, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. It is a perfect pop album. Despite its short length, it just feels perfect through and through. Like, every track is made with such precision by Little Jinder, who does everything: the music, the production, the lyrics, the mixing, and it's just such a work of love and of heartbreak, that you instantly feel the emotions that she's going through. And I feel that a bit too many pop albums, somehow they try to be relatable, but sometimes they just feel a bit too detached from the audience that they're singing, and that often happens with a lot of mainstream pop artists. And I just feel that Little Jinder actually knows how to reach to everyone, and that's by detailing her own experiences as honestly as possible. I mean, the song Vem har sig is the one that's most recognizable of all. It's just so amazing, and it's pure pop escapism blended with exquisite electronic sounds that are just amazing. So yeah, and I recommend you English-speaking listeners, or well, not Swedish-speaking listeners, to actually take this album and listen to it. You'll understand the meaning behind it. And also, like, the lyrics are as well on the internet, so you can easily use Google Translate to understand it. Otherwise, I know you'll get hooked by with the production, and also Little Jinder's singing voice. It's just amazing through and through. Alright, thanks for watching this review with me, and as always, I'm going to put the artist links down below. Little Jinder is available everywhere: Spotify, streaming, you name it. And the vinyl version of this one, there should be some copies left. Otherwise, go check sites such as Discogs. There usually is a copy for you if you want to have it, because it's a really great copy, and yeah, it shows a bit more of the album than just the album cover, which is amazing in itself. Oh, and I forgot to say that this is Little Jinder, if you didn't understand it before. Sorry. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I'm going to be reviewing new albums every Wednesdays and classic albums every Saturdays. And please give a like and subscribe if you just want to keep on getting in the loop with my favorite albums, and, well, albums that I find interesting. So yeah, enjoy music, enjoy life, people. Vi ses. Hej då!